going to turn the buzzer on. That's a little too loud for me. Maintain a good grade here. Doing a rail bed. Hell yeah, I'm in a next gen 336 myself. A little bit of Trimble Earthworks action going on today. Probably could have used a loader, but with this other rail over here going in, it cut us off from our pile. So he dumped a little too much, but it's no big deal. Hey, I appreciate it, man. You know, I like making videos a lot, and you know, a lot of people give me a lot of hate, and I'm fine with it. But I do appreciate when people do say that they like it. So thank you very much.
Smile what we go through. One stop to the rhythm that the party. And I speak to you like the chorus to the verse. Jump another line like the coda with the cut.
I got to keep it wide enough. You can see it's windrowing up on the side, so that's why I keep swiping down. When you're running GPS like this is automatics enabled, but you're gonna have to remember that the stone that falls through your teeth is actually making you a little higher. So it's really neat to have this, you know. Honestly, I'm working for the rail guys right now, and the guys that are inside the building that are running rotary laser aren't doing it as good as I am with this machine with GPS, which is obvious, and there's no questions that GPS will always beat any other methods. But he just wishes that I could get in there and do it with this, but since it's GNSS, it's not going to be able to get a signal inside that building. I'm spreading about 3 inches of base here, whatever you want to call them. A little smaller than a 2. think they call them 47s or something like that. It's something weird. So to avoid the windrow thing on the side, I just try to push out my center, even shaking left and right. You can see by the way the stone's spread, we are spreading bare minimum. I think it's 3 inches to be exact. A lot of people hate on the GPS system, and I'm fine with that. I'll admit that I've been running excavator for about a little over 10 years, and I don't have the skill to spread completely flat like what I'm doing, so. Oh, lovely day.
Ready when you are, Chevelle. They've got the new album done, shooting the video for it. I'm guessing at this point they're probably going to hold things till the beginning of next year. I mean, there's only...
I haven't really done very many lives with people in here, but I see 7 of you. If you guys got any questions, those questions do pop up on my screen, and I'll try to answer those. If you want me to shut the buzzer off, I can do that as well.
So sad. Like suffocating, looks like suffocating, looks like suffocating.
Okay, so let me show you what happens when I pull the material, okay? We're gonna get a lot of hopping like this action, okay? And it really does shock me, but I'm gonna pull a little bit here. See how we kind of dive down a little bit? We're a little low right now. Once it gets past that little cracking point there, pulling it's not as bad, but it's not as accurate, and I don't know why. I've had a lot better luck pushing it, because notice how we get a tone the whole time. Now we're probably gonna bust a little low there because it's putting pressure down. No, final grade that whole push. So actually, yes, pushing is a little better when it comes to accuracy. With spreading stone, digging dirt, I will pull all day long. Obviously, you can't really dig dirt by pushing, but yeah, it definitely does a better spread. I can pick that speed up. You'll lose a little bit of accuracy when you slow down, but yeah, I mean, that's a good question. I've questioned it myself too, but yeah, I hope that kind of answered it for you. Not a problem, man. Get like 3 buckets from the loader.
I don't pretend to be something I'm not. Sir, have you been drinking at all? No, except sober. It's the weekend. C101 rocks.
Remember last time he dumped a little too much. This is about what I like. Honestly, he may not have to bring much more. We'll see here. Like I said, I'm spreading like 3 inches. Now I want to try to get in there and get that. I'm going to shut the buzzer off, guys, because it's really annoying the hell out of me. I see all this on my screen. I'll turn it down. How about that? At least, you know, I don't want to advertise that I'm not using GPS because I'd be a liar. Some people come into my live sometimes like, man, that's some serious skill. Like, you know, I'd love to take the credit for it, but it's all the machine, it's the technology, and it has a little bit to do with understanding how it works. You can't just jump in this and spread like this. It's kind of a combination of, like, you know, when you get into a dozer, you can't just take off full throttle. You got to feather into it. And that's exactly what I'm doing with the left joystick. If you notice, my right hand is not on the joystick at all. Okay, so everything I'm doing is focused on just the left joystick. It is, you know, you can get the bounce. It's becoming more and more easy for me that I understand it. One of the biggest things that I like, hey, you enjoy your day too. One of the biggest things I like about it is the infield designs that you can create. I created an infield design for this. Just shot my center on both sides, added the width that I need, and that's why I keep feathering these. I'm a tooth past what I need on the right now, so that's how I know I can continue forward. Honestly, we've pretty much got it. Let me show you guys so you can see what my screen looks like. Now I'm gonna have to pull this back, use my right and left hand here. Okay. Absolutely amazing, fellers. rail guy says he's spread the stone. He's done with these guys inside. They're not doing him a good job, which it sucks. And I'm pretty sure a lot of us know that good operators are kind of hard to find. And that's why these GPSs are kind of starting to take over. But if you have an operator that knows what's going on, it's like you can have GPS in a dozer, but if you don't know how to push stone, okay, if you don't know how to work it, you know, stay up a tenth over here so you can shave it and move it over, all those kind of things, you know, matter. But looks like I'm actually good. I think I got it with what I got here. Now notice it gets a little narrower here as we're coming into the building. Really, all I need is a scoop.
That's rock. C101.
Okay, so since I'm done, I'm gonna show you guys something that, since I got a couple of you guys on here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do an infield design, okay? I'm gonna show you exactly how to do these, all right? Bear with me because I haven't done a lot of them, but I'm gonna show you how to do it here. All right, so let's say I wanted to dig a trench here, all right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click right here on the screen. It's gonna open up my menu. I'm gonna go to Designs, and I'm gonna click Create. Now there's 3 different options that you can choose to create from. You can choose a flat level, a slope, or alignment and section, okay? I like the alignment and section because, you know, back in the day, regardless, it's old school level and slope. We all knew that was possible. So you can choose 3 different ways to do this. You can do points, focus, or templates. All right, focus is what I use. This is where you use the bucket to shoot an alignment, okay? So let's say that, and I'm doing this all on a wing here, okay? Let's say that I have a stake right here. Actually, I'm gonna come up here so you can see my teeth. That's pretty center of this trench. Let's say I got a stake right there, okay? I'm gonna make sure that my focus point, which right here on the bottom left, you can kind of see that is a focus point. So I'm gonna hit center, enter. So now, it marked where that center of that tooth is. Now, I'm gonna swing around, and if you notice, that's low precision GNSS. The reason it's doing that is my antennas went close to the building, so I had interference, in case you're wondering. All right. Now, let's say I come down here, and if you look, you can just see me tracking this little line right here. And I'm gonna put my bucket down here at center rail. Okay? We're gonna hit here. Now we've got both of these designs, or both of these shots taken, and you can do multiple. I'm doing 2 right now for demonstration purposes. I'm gonna pull this off and show you because this is really important. Right here, each shot that I took, so this shot here says that's a 50-53. Now, really, in theory, we need to be a 50-60. So my precision with plus or minus a tenth, I was off 700ths, okay? So that's not really that bad. Most jobs are plus or minus a tenth. Let's go ahead and make this 50.6. Now that's what we want for grade for the top of this stone. All right, now we come over here to this one. Notice how that elevation was different over there. We're gonna change that to 50.6. Okay, So now both of these elevations should match if you were going to run flat. Now let's say that we were doing a pipe trench, all right? And we wanted to come in here and we was gonna come up, and we know what our known elevation is, okay? Let's say we're coming up to a 52, which is the top of finished floor in there. Do you notice how that's, let me just do 60 so you can watch this line raise. You see the slope, so it's automatically gonna apply a slope in the trench. 50.6. Okay, so now we're back to where we started. This is very important. Your bottom of your design elevation has to be entered here each time. Next. Now, you have several different options you can choose from. You can choose from on-screen, focus, or templates, okay? I prefer on-screen, all right? So on-screen, let's say we want to do something crazy, all right? We're going to make this massive freaking trench, okay? So you come over about half the width of your bucket. You design the design in itself in half sections. I'll show you why in a minute. Okay, so 3 feet. I'm 72 inches on my bucket, so 3's close enough. If I want to come up 4 feet for a bench, there's 4 feet. If I want to come over for a 4-foot bench, up 4 feet. Oops. If you ever do that, you can just hit 4 and it adds. Come over 4 feet. Go up 4 feet. Sorry, he brought back stone and I don't need it. Okay, and then I typically like to make the surface a little wider. So the machine, when it goes outside of design and you're running automatics, it'll catch you. Okay, so now, here's what we've just drew, all right? This button right here is extremely important. This is the mirror button. So you hit this and you hit mirror from original. So we went ahead and mirrored original, all right? So this is the design I just created right there in front of you, okay? So now we've got a trench with perfect benches, everything, okay? But not only is it gonna give you perfect benches at 4 feet, I can align to each point that you see. I can align on it, and I'm gonna show you right now how. So let's go next. This is, I've got a dark background, so this kind of sucks right now. I wish I didn't have it on dark, but there's little blue lines in there and you can barely see them, but it's very, very important to make sure that you put your alignment in the center of that design if you shot center. Now we come into 3D, verify that our alignment is within the center of that trench. Okay, we're center. If you want to add footage to the design, you can do that here. So let's say we wanted to add 150 feet and 45 feet. All right, so now this design just got much larger. All right, hit save. Hit, and you can see I've done about 66 of these now. Probably a good idea to get rid of some of those. All right, now we back out of this, and now we're right into our design. Now look, here's my grade. I'm gonna come up. Let me take this dark background off so you can see what I'm talking about. Now I have each little line on the bench. Now see, notice these red lines coming from the bucket to the center of the tracks. This is how we align on that. See how they're lined up with that bench? This is how you get a perfect bench every single time. So the design you can see the design here on the profile. Now it's coming up because I did this as a demonstration, but I hope you guys see that and see some benefits in this, because it's a really nice system and it can almost probably make any company a bunch of money, because you're going to have great quality. You do have to line up. That's one of the biggest things you have to do, is focus on lining up, and this is extremely important too. This is the point in which your bucket is focused on. Okay. All right, well, I appreciate you guys watching. I'm gonna get off here. This will be on my YouTube, so people will get to see this infield design created. And yeah, you guys all have a good day, all right? We'll see you later.